first in high definition from the station on your side. This is WAVY News 10.
We hope you've had a great 4th of July because storms could be moving in.
You heard that right. Now parts of Hampton roads are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Then on your side, Chief Meteorologist Don Slater is in now to give us those details. Don?
And we had a couple of brand new severe thunderstorm warnings out for some of our western rural counties. I want to show you what's going on. Super Doppler 10 Live, and I'll explain. You can see them pop on up as some of these counties into here with these warnings to the west of the Franklin area in Southampton County, Virginia, Northampton County, North Carolina. The one for Southampton County in Virginia in effect until 5:45, and these are just coming out, so I'm just reading these off of the wire here. And yeah, both of them are until 5:45. So again, we've got these warnings in effect for these two particular areas and these two particular storms. Now, the one in Northampton County, North Carolina, is not really into the county quite yet, but it's moving eastward at about 15 miles an hour. This is producing a huge amount of lightning out of this one. 743 lightning strikes, 750 lightning strikes in the past 5 minutes out of this one. And it is moving eastward at about 15 miles an hour. Here's what's going on with that whole situation. Again, you can see where it's moving to Delaware by 5:47, Drake's Corner by 5:43. A lot of lightning, quarter-size hail, and the possibility of some very, very torrential downpours. Very heavy rain right along the Southampton and Isle of Wight County line, just north of Route 460 toward the Rainer area between Rainer and Ivor and Sycamore Crossroads. And the Tuano area getting a lot of lightning on down to Lightfoot and the northern portion of Williamsburg as well. 239 lightning strikes on the screen right now in the past 5 minutes. Now, again, here's what's going on. The wider view of things, you can see what's going on. Basically, that we do have a little area here. Now, we're going to see these move through, fizzle out, and we may see a little bit of a break in here between what we've got going on right now and what's to come much later on tonight. We could get the fireworks on it. It's not a guarantee at this point that we will, but again, we want to keep in mind that we could see a little bit of a middle of the evening gap with some of this. Right now, just mostly cloudy skies into the Hampton Roads area. And again, Super Doppler 10 Live showing all kinds of stuff to our west, most of our west anyway, and we'll update that for you. Have your forecast in a few minutes.
A man is dead and a woman is in critical condition.
A 4-year-old is also in the hospital after their vehicle caught fire last night. The SUV burst into flames just before midnight on I-64 in Norfolk.
All lanes of 64 East near Granby Street were shut down for several hours. 10 on your side's Melanie Woodrow is at Centera Norfolk General Hospital tonight, where Michelle Wessler is in critical condition. Melanie, any word on the 4-year-old?
No, Nicole, hospital officials are only telling us right now that the 4-year-old is being treated at CHKD. As you said, the passenger in the vehicle is here at Norfolk Centera General Hospital being treated in the burn unit in critical condition. As of this morning, state police told me that they had not been able to tell her that the driver of this vehicle had died. As flames engulfed this SUV, state police say another driver helped passenger Michelle Wessler rescue a 4-year-old boy from the back seat. A 10 on your side viewer captured this video as he drove by. It happened just before midnight on Interstate 64 east of Little Creek Road. The driver did not survive. From our jam cams, you can see the traffic backup. All lanes of 64 eastbound were closed for several hours. A tragic ending just as the Independence Day holiday was beginning. Have not released the driver's name at this point or the relationship between the driver, the passenger, and that 4-year-old boy in the back of the vehicle. We're also still waiting to hear exactly what happened to this SUV, how it may have malfunctioned and caught fire. Nicole?
That video is amazing. I can't imagine how scared they were. Thanks, Mel.
Another serious traffic crash. Police say an ATV was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that led to a deadly wreck on the eastern shore. State police say Larry Ricketts II of Hacksneck was going east around 1 a.m. on Route 126 when he came upon an ATV. He died after he lost control and hit a tree. Now, crews flew his passengers to Centera Norfolk General, and then police charged 28-year-old Robert Brownlee with operating an ATV on a highway, no taillights, and riding without a helmet. 2 police departments are working together to solve a homicide. Newport News investigators found the body of 22-year-old Kaylee Thorpe at this home on 72nd Street Sunday morning. Now in Norfolk, police arrested Thorpe's roommate, 21-year-old Ian Altman, after finding him unconscious at a motel. Altman was taken to the hospital and he's facing murder and firearms charges. A sea of beach umbrellas filled the sand at the oceanfront this weekend. Wow, this is some shot from Chopper 10. Already lifeguards have their hands full, not with water rescues, but lost children. 10 on your side's Lori Crouch has been at the boardwalk all day. Lori, hundreds of kids gone missing?
It really has, Tom. They're up to about close to 300 now, all happily reunited with their parents. And take a look as to why. You can see this is very, very busy down here. At noon, these beach umbrellas were much closer to the ocean. Now they're creeping closer to the boardwalk. It is a confusing sight for an adult, so imagine if you're a child. Already missing 300 Saturday and Sunday. Today, lifeguards expect to rescue or find at least 180 more. The Morris family is spending their first Fourth at the Virginia Beach oceanfront, and they can't wait for tonight.
Fireworks.
Are you excited? Yeah? What is your favorite part about fireworks?
When they explode.
There are thousands of other families just like the Morrises making a day of it, and as such, a few rules apply.
They're in the water, be in the water with them, and if they're not in the water, make sure that you're around them.
And this is why. Can you even spot the lifeguard in this sea of colorful umbrellas? Imagine if you're a child staring at this.
Unless they are screaming, crying loud, or really by themselves for a moment, they're going to be very hard to find until usually somebody on the beach sees the child crying, looks around, doesn't see anybody with them, and brings them up to the lifeguard stand.
So far this weekend, lifeguards reunited nearly 300 children with their parents. Our cameras captured this little girl with police. We're told she sat with a guard for 40 minutes.
Every time a child is lost on the beach, it is a crisis for the parents. It is about priority 3 for the lifeguard service because our #1 priority is to watch the water, make sure people don't drown.
So a little help from parents guarantees a vacation full of good memories.
Virginia Beach puts on a lot of fun stuff for us to do, so it makes coming out easy and, big crowds, but you just got to keep an eye on everybody.
Now, lifeguards really are doing their best to remind parents to stay alert. We told you about that pilot program with the signs on several of the lifeguard stands. Well, we learned today that many of those signs are now missing and they've been vandalized. Tonight at 6, we're going to have much more action from the oceanfront. It's quite a busy place, but we'll have that for you at 6. Tom?
All right, everybody just keep a good eye on the kids.
Yeah, they do.
Thanks, Lori.
Thanks.
Today is America's 235th birthday. From backyard picnics to war zones overseas, our countrymen took this day to celebrate freedom in very different ways. Brian Moore has the story from Washington.
July 4th at the beach. Is there any better way to celebrate America's birthday? Yes, actually there is, if you live in Connecticut, where beach-bound traffic jams started before dawn.
I know we've been since 5 in the morning.
It's torture.
For most of us, Independence Day was a chance to chill out with a cookout or kick back at a parade. In Phoenix, it may not have been as hot as a firecracker, but it was 100 degrees. In Amherst, New Hampshire, presidential hopeful Mitt Romney was trying to pick up some votes.
Good to see you. Happy 4th to you.
Fellow Republican John Huntsman was literally running for the White House. In Atlanta, participants in the Peachtree Road Race were trying to survive 10 kilometers, an endurance test, but nothing like the annual Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest on Coney Island. At DFW Airport in Dallas, American warriors got a hearty welcome home. And in Afghanistan, a group of American soldiers took this day to re-enlist. General David Petraeus, who's about to become the next CIA director, was there to say goodbye and thanks.
And America can never thank you enough.
America's 235th birthday, a day to stand up and be proud, even if you're sitting down. Brian Moore, NBC News, Washington.
Is that Aunt Sam, it looks like?
Wow, nice hat there, huh?
Oh, a holiday boating trip took a tragic turn.
We'll bring you the latest off the coast of Mexico. Then gunfire in a hotel. We'll tell you what police found when they walked in.
Plus, Florida police are investigating a crazy scene, but it's where they found the victim that has everyone scratching their heads.
A shooting at a downtown Memphis hotel left a police officer dead and a man in custody. Police were called to the DoubleTree last night after reports of gunfire. When they arrived, they found the officer shot and a second person already dead. Police arrested one person. Fallen officer Timothy Warren had a wife and 2 children. Police in Florida are still searching for the people who locked a man in the trunk of his own car. It happened overnight in West Palm Beach. Police say 3 men with guns approached 2 victims in a car at a gas station. They put one in the trunk while they ordered the second victim at gunpoint to drive to a bank. The car crashed en route and the robbers took off running. Both victims are okay. Police are still searching for the suspects. 1 person drowned and 8 are still missing after a fishing boat capsized off the coast of Mexico. Mostly Americans were on board when an electrical storm moved over the water near the Baja California Peninsula. The U.S. Coast Guard is helping the Mexican Navy with the search. We're told 27 Americans were on board. Mexican fishing boats rescued 3 people.
Well, despite the rain last night, you probably woke up to the smell of smoke this morning. Find out how it could impact your 4th of July celebrations if you could see them right there. Then, if you spent the holiday weekend in the sun, you may be feeling the burn. We'll show you how to cool down that scorched skin.
And Super Doppler 10 Live, we've got a watch in effect until 10 o'clock for most of the area. A couple of warnings out there until 5:45 for some smaller areas. We'll dive in, examine these, try to talk about our chances of rain for fireworks, too. It'll be coming up in just a few minutes.
Hi, my name is Sergeant First Class Rick Goodman, and I'm down here at Camp Shelby, Mississippi. We're getting deployed to Afghanistan with the 116th BCT, and I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife Mary and my 3 gorgeous kids, Eric, Maggie, and Carter. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to come back home and see you. Thank you for everything you do. Hi, my name is Sergeant First Class Rick Goodman, and I'm down here at Camp Shelby, Mississippi. We're getting deployed to Afghanistan with the 116th BCT, and I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife Mary and my 3 gorgeous kids, Eric, Maggie, and Carter. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to come back home and see you. Thank you for everything you do.
Well, thank you.
And thank you. I was going to say, that's right, salute.
Fireworks shows are still a few hours away, but there's already smoke in the air over Hampton Roads blowing in from North Carolina.
You could really feel it this morning. Department of Environmental Quality issued an air alert earlier today. And 10 on your side, Stephanie Harris has more on how this could affect your celebrations.
All right, guys, let's hope not. But this is the wildfire in Dare County that's sending all the smoke to Hampton Roads. It can be irritating to many and dangerous to some, so it's important to know your risk.
You can definitely see it, and for those out working in Ocean View,
definitely didn't enjoy smelling it, that's for sure.
When Wes McAfee started his day on the head boat Judith Ann,
Catch fish, that's what we do.
The air was thick with smoke.
Doesn't bother us any. As long as fishing's good, we're good. It's a great day out here.
But not everyone can cruise through this haze.
All of this just hurts. It's one big pain.
Hattie Rogers is headed in to see the doctor.
We have seen a lot of sinus infections. I haven't heard whether it relates directly, but it may well.
Tiny particles in the smoke irritate the eyes, nose, and throat. It puts people with asthma and COPD at greater risk and makes life miserable for allergy sufferers.
No, smoke don't help me at all.
Staying out of this smog and inside the air conditioning is what the doctor orders. That and this.
Treating allergies with a non-sedating antihistamine, you can use topical saline spray and try to clean your nose that way.
And you may have to keep it up all summer.
We had customers ask us, was anything burning around this area? And I said, yeah, Dare County.
The smoke will blow back into Hampton Roads with every southerly wind until Dare County gets a good soaking rain, something most would like to see.
It'll run right off this fishing pier if it's raining real hard.
Tomorrow.
That's right. There's dinner.
Well, that smoky smell seems to have blown out for the time being, so as long as the rain stays away, it should be okay for tonight's fireworks show. If you have allergies or asthma, the doctor recommends medicating before you leave and taking your inhaler along with you if you use one. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.
All right, how about hot dogs? As American as apple pie, so is Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest, a 4th of July tradition.
3, 2, 1, begin!
Oh boy, here we go. You can see this year's male contenders lined up, ready to see who can stomach the most hot dogs in the end. World record holder Joey Jaws Chestnut walked away with the mustard yellow champion belt after swallowing a whopping 62 hot dogs.
How does he do it?
Well, I don't know where it goes either. And get this, in just 10 minutes. But that's not the world record. He was 6 shy of the world record. This marks Chestnut's 5th consecutive win in the hot dog eating contest. Hey, if you spent a lot of time in the sun this weekend, you might be feeling a bit of the sunburn. So we're on your side with a few tips to make you feel better. Doctors say use a cool compress, maybe a washcloth soaked in ice water. Another idea, put your aloe vera gel in the fridge. Once it's cold, you can spread it on your sunburn. And of course, you can always take aspirin or ibuprofen to ease your pain.
Now, in high definition, your Super Dot for 10 forecast with Chief Meteorologist Don Slater.
Thunderstorms are out there, and we've got a few during the evening hours, and then we'll likely see a break, a little bit of a break, and then round 2 arrives around midnight or even later. I want to show you where all of this is coming from. Right now we have a severe thunderstorm watch. In fact, for our area, most of our area, really all of our area, even though it doesn't include the northern Outer Banks, we can effectively say it does. And that's in effect until 10 o'clock during the evening hours. We want to take another look at what's going on into the region. There are a couple of warnings. Warnings are issued for a short time. For a short distance. This is basically for Southampton County in Virginia until 5:45, right on up to the Franklin area. However, Franklin, you're now getting some thunder and lightning going on in your town. And Northampton County in North Carolina. The bulk of this, though, is to your west. That's where the really big stuff is. It's off toward Halifax County and not affecting Northampton County all that much. Yeah, the worst stuff is right on into here. We take a look at what's going on into the Southampton County, Virginia area, and that's where we have seen the heaviest rain. These are slow moving thunderstorms, so you could get a couple of inches of rain out of this. Torrential, steady downpours, some quarter-size hail, and we could see some winds gusting to around 60 miles an hour. But look at the lightning out of this. Over 1,300 lightning strikes in the past 5 minutes out of this particular area. Out of the main line of thunderstorms, you got another little area that's developed really between Franklin and about Windsor and Holland. You can see one little area with some thunder and lightning out of that, and a brief little pop of heavy rain, and it just updated, showed you even expanding eastward just a bit. Here's where things are for the Smithfield area. Rains mainly either south of town or on off to the west toward the Surrey and Isle of Wight County line. These are hardly moving at all, and they're kind of regenerating a bit, and these are tending to fizzle out a little bit toward the Williamsburg area. Here is Williamsburg, here is Lightfoot and Tuano, still some lightning out of these particular areas. Now, one other thing to note, you see one little new one popped up just just now into southern sections of Chesapeake. We did have a little bit of rain over Virginia Beach, but that's tended to fizzle on out. So really, this is kind of popping up anywhere and everywhere. It'll likely continue through the early evening hours. These early storms, though, are likely to fizzle, so there is a chance, anyway, that we can see some, I'm whining, that we can see some of those fireworks tonight. There's about a 50-50 shot at it that some of this fireworks is going to be happening. It's going to be warm and humid with afternoon showers and thunderstorms each day. We're kind of going through round one of rain right now. I think we got round two that's going to happen a little bit closer to midnight tonight. And really every day coming up over the next several days, we are looking at a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms into the area.
If the local fireworks are rained out, don't worry.
That's right. We're going to show you where to watch the world's biggest 4th of July celebration.
Then help for struggling homeowners. Find out about a new federal program aimed at keeping you in your home. That's new at 5:30.
America always throws a big birthday party. Fireworks displays will be going on all over the country tonight, but the one that bills itself as the nation's biggest will be in New York City.
The Macy's 4th of July fireworks show will attract about 3 million people in person and millions more at home right here on NBC. Mark Barger has a preview.
For 35 years, fireworks and Macy's have been synonymous on the 4th of July.
When I do this show, it's not just putting fireworks in the sky, it's putting fireworks in the sky that can almost make you cry.
Once again, the Hudson River will be command central for the massive production, which has kept licensed pyrotechnicians busy for more than a week.
6 barges, 2 miles long, 40,000 shells bursting almost 1,000 feet in the air, 17 colors, and a myriad of shapes.
The host for the telecast, singer Nick Lachey, says this year's event has some added significance.
We've also got 2 very important anniversaries we'll be recognizing this year, the 125th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty, as well as the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, and paying tribute to those who lost their lives on that day.
The Statue of Liberty will provide the backdrop for musical performances from Beyonce.
I love this land. God bless the USA.
Meanwhile, country star Brad Paisley will perform in front of the Empire State Building.
I never look at something like that.
We are celebrating one common thing, and that's the fact that we get to live in the greatest country anyone's ever designed.
For the millions watching the fireworks display in person or on TV,
it never disappoints. It's always spectacular.
It's a colorful conclusion to the long holiday weekend. Mark Barger, NBC News.
And you can watch the Macy's 4th of July fireworks show tonight at 9 right here on WAVY TV 10.
Some pyrotechnical display. 2 big companies learned a hard lesson this holiday weekend. Nobody is safe from hackers. Find out which big names are under attack.
Plus 5 people shot in Virginia Beach, but are the shootings connected? We're on your side live, getting answers new at 5:30.
Someone hacked into Fox News' Twitter account over the weekend and sent some pretty disturbing messages. One of them even reported President Obama was assassinated. Obviously, that is not true because today he's hosting a barbecue at the White House for troops and their families. Now, Fox News says the incident's being investigated and the company regrets any distress these false tweets created. Well, they aren't the only ones getting hacked. The group Anti-Sec says it stole more than 24 usernames and passwords belonging to Apple employees. After hacking that company's website, the group tweeted about the breach Sunday night and posted the hacked info on its website. Like nothing's safe anymore. Stay with us. WAVY News 10 at 5:30 starts right now.